Hi everyone and welcome back to Dev Portal, your go-to channel for mastering SQL concepts. In our previous tutorial, we have discussed about left join in SQL, which keeps all rows from the left table. Today we are going to explore about the right joins, which will work in the reverse way. It retains all rows from the right table. So let's start by understanding the syntax first. The select statement specifies the columns to retrieve from the tables, and then we have mentioned from table 1, which will represent the first table in the query, or we can say the left table in our query. Then we have written right join table 2, which ensures all rows from the right table are included regardless of whether there is a match in the left table. The non-matching rows from the left table will have null values in their respective columns. So as you know, we have two tables, that is employees table and departments table. First let me show you those. So if I go to the employees table first, you can see here we have total 15 records, and we know for one employee ID which is 13 there is no department ID mentioned. So what we found in our inner query, that this row got missed because there is no match present in both of the tables, but this row employee number 13 record was coming when we are using left join, because left join will include all the parts which is present in our left table. Now today again we will see this record is coming or not, and what I did in our departments table, I have added one more entry, that is department ID 6 with department name as architect. Let me show you. This record is not present in our employees table. Let me show you. If I do distinct and if I keep department ID, so okay, let me select only line number 1. Let me run this query. So you can see here we have department ID null 5, 4, 2 and 3, but department ID 6 which I have recently created is not there. So now we will see this record is coming or not when we are using right join. So let's go to the query tool and write our query. We will fetch employee ID, first name of employee and department name of employee using the right join this time. So let me go to the query tool. Let me remove this and I will write select, and column name I will mention later. First let me mention from employees, which is my left table, or you can say the table 1, and let me give this a name as E, so that I will refer every time E rather than employees. Now I will write right join, and now I need to mention my right table, that is table 2, so which is departments, and let me give this a name as D. Now we need to mention the condition, on what condition we want to fetch the records. So I will write on E dot department ID should match D dot department ID. And now let me write the column name which I want to fetch. So first is the employee dot employee ID, then I want to fetch employee first name, first underscore name, and then we will fetch department name from departments table. Let me run this query. So you can see we are getting total 15 records. Let me sort this record as well. So I need to use order by clause, and I will sort it by employee ID. So E dot emp underscore ID. Let me sort it in decreasing order. So you can see the row for architect has no match in our employees table. So employee ID and employee name is null, and the all rows from our departments table is appearing here. You can see architect is there, then DevOps is there, engineer is there, analyst and HR. If I go to the departments table, you can see we have total 5 records: DevOps, engineer, architect, then HR and analyst. So all records are present here, and for our architect record we are getting employee ID and first name as null because there is no match present in our left table, that is employees table. Let me fetch all the records which is coming using the right join. So in place of employee ID and first name, let me provide star, and if I run this query, so you can see all the columns which belongs to employees table have the null value for department ID 6 with department name architect, and if there is a match in our left table, those records we are getting in our result set. So this is all about right join. Right join includes all rows from the right table, and the non-matching rows in the left table are filled with the null values. So with this, what we can conclude, that right join will work just opposite to the left join. In the final tutorial, we will explore what are full joins, which combines all rows from both the tables. whether or not they matched. So please stay tuned and I will see you in the next video.